Alright, so right here I have this 2014 Renegade XXC. Got my little custom decal on there for it. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to test out this triangle ATV snorkel kit. Now, what most people would do is they would just, you know, get it up into water up to here. But if it's not snorkeled right, you're going to sink the bike and mess up the engine and everything else. So that's not what I'm going to do today. What I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a different way to go about this. What we have here is just like a Halloween smoke maker. So turn it on. Does like that. So what I'm going to do is spray this down the air intake, exhaust intake for the clutch. Or I'm going to spray it into the air intake, clutch exhaust, clutch intake, and it'll show. I mean, if it's pretty obvious, if it sprays in, goes through the piping, and there's smoke that comes up out of somewhere besides like the entrance hole to it, then that means that there is a leak somewhere in that snorkel kit, and you can trace back the smoke to that spot and plug it up with silicone or however you want to do it. But so I'm going to do this right now, pull this thing up here, show you how it works. I'm going to start it off in the clutch exhaust. You can see there's no leaks back here at all. It is all just coming straight back out the pipe. No leaks. Oh, it is coming out of that clutch box a little bit. You can see there. So we're gonna have to trace that down and see where it's leaking. Just did it holding it up, and it was cycling completely through the clutch and out the other side. Set that there, and where it seems to be coming from is actually from this drain plug right there. So I'm gonna have to silicone that drain plug up. Is coming out of like right here. There's actually a bolt missing right there, and that'd be why it's not sealed up. Oh gosh. So right under there, there's supposed to be another bolt. I'm hoping y'all can. Right there, I believe there's supposed to be another bolt in that clutch cover that it is missing. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to and the plug itself looks dry rotted, so we're gonna have to find that extra bolt, and we're gonna have to silicone that hole up and get this thing completely sealed up for the clutch exhaust and clutch air intake. There didn't seem to be any shut this off over here. There doesn't seem to be any leaking coming from down here or any of the actual clutch. There is a little bit coming out from down there. So we're gonna have to check the seals down there. Get a little better down in there with the silicone. And then we're gonna have to seal up down in the actual box itself. Yeah. So you can see that that is very much not sealed. And that's coming in from the air intake. Nothing coming in from over here, which is where that other joint is. Nothing coming out of this joint. That's good and sealed right there. It is all coming out of that clutch air box literally at the lowest possible point. So we're going to silicone that all up. Seems to be just coming out of this one hole. Yeah, once you cover that up, there is no more. Okay, it's coming out of both sides of that hole is what it is. And other than that, it seems to be good. Everything else is staying up here as it should. You can see it is coming out a little bit from down below. It's not coming from this pipe though, it is coming from that clutch exhaust. So I'm gonna seal that up a little bit better, just get some silicone wrapped around it. And then we're gonna start off with the air intake. All right, so I pulled off the end cap to make it a little easier to push into. Gonna turn it on. And there is nothing coming up. So that means we are good and sealed there. Yeah, nothing seems to be coming out of there. Seems to all just be kind of, well, yeah, it seems to be all good down in there. So, gonna touch up where that hole is there, and I'm gonna touch up around the top of the clutch exhaust, which is over on the other side. Slide this back together. We're gonna be ready to ride.